Okay, great. So we can start. Good morning to everyone. How are you today? Are you good?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Thomas.
We're
Good
doing
morning,
well.
Levent. Good morning. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Okay, so the agenda for today is very simple. We're gonna present you the project's record and everything we did. We will show you the results and our website platform, where you can find the downloadable results for free, and you can use it for the dissemination activities. I'm gonna share you the screen. And after the presentation, we will ask to fill a simple form in order to test the results we reach. So can you see the presentation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 second. Okay. So welcome to this closing meeting of the project's record. That was a small-scale partnership in the field of vocational education and training. My name is Eloisa, and I'm going to facilitate this closing meeting. And here with us, there is Mora, who were the project manager of the whole project.
Hi.
Hello. So here we are with the partnership. The coordinator of the project was HES from the Rome sector. That means Italian Association of Culture and Sport. And then we have our partner Culture und Art, and I see here Levent, and from Germany. And then we have Creative Plus from Romania, and Taller d'Art Cultura y Creació from Spain. The sole record, the title of the project is Sound Leadership Rejects Cyberbullying or Digital Disrespect. And the main objective of the project was to fight the cyberbullying phenomenon among teenagers, spreading digital culture based on sound leadership through a correct communication and the respect of the peers and diversity. To reach this goal, we focused on 3 specific objectives. The first one was to raise the awareness about cyberbullying and paying special attention on the most recent technical and social trends among teens, even under the COVID pandemic effect. And the second specific objective was to develop new skills to fight cyberbullying among teens, to offer to the teenagers community efficient models to prevent, identify, and protect from the phenomenon. And the third specific objective was to promote a model of digital communication based on a code of respect and care of people and on a sound leadership. The sound leadership has been used as the main tools in order to fight this quite new phenomenon that is the cyberbullying. What we did to reach our objective was to create 4 transnational activities that aims at the realization of a training course divided in 4 modules dedicated to youth workers, especially in the field of sports, in order to help them to identify, prevent, and help victims of cyberbullying. So the first activity was conducted in Spain, in Barcelona, in February last year, and it was dedicated to the first identification of cyberbullying. So the first module of this training titles Cyberbullying 2020-25. So that means cyberbullying in the present days, in the immediate time after the COVID pandemic, and in the short future. The activities we conducted during this training course was dedicated first to what is cyberbullying and why it is so dangerous for young people and especially teenagers. And so we conducted a recognition and a mapping of cyberbullying among youth And we dedicated some time in creating this logo that you can see here. It is a very impactful image that can be used in the social media. So to use the same channel used by the cyberbullyism to fight cyberbullying itself. The second module we developed is contrasting cyberbullyism. We conducted a training course in Romania in June 2023. And during this activity, we focused on the identification, the prevention and protection of youth against cyberbullying. So we divided this activity into two main focuses. So how and when we have to identify cyberbullying, and the core of the idea of prevention and protection against cyberbullying. The third module is titled Digital Communication Golden Rules, meaning the golden rules that we as a trainer have to explain to the youth in order to protect themselves. So what we did, we conducted this activity in Germany at the end of August last year, and in that mode, and the activity focused on the media literacy as a tool to fight cyberbullying among youth. So we point our attention on the digital skills that we have to develop in this social network area in order to be ready and prepared to fight cyberbullying and help the victims. And we started an introduction of the topic of the sound leadership. And we developed more this topic, this idea during our module 4, sound leadership, models in digital communication. So we focused on what is a sound leader and which skills he or she has to do in order to be impactful in the prevention of cyberbullying. So we did a game in order to make the participants experiencing themselves the idea of leadership with this game that is the shipwreck. And then we work on the definition of the sound leadership embedded in the digital communication among young people. And finally, we developed 8 digital narratives that are inspired on the theme of sound leadership, but they are created following the golden rules developed in the previous module. So after all these activities, now what we want to present to you today is the final output we realized. As I said, each module terminated in what is called as a digital brochure. So that means that we have 4 modules that combined together creates a training course for youth workers, especially focused in the field of sport, but not only. And what I want to do with you today is to show you those brochures combined together in order to see all the results we reached. So we will start with the first module, that is cyberbullying 2025. So how can we, let's say, describe cyberbullying as a phenomenon? So cyberbullying has the 2 parts. The first one is bullying in general. So that means that it is a repeated behavior aimed at scaring, angering, or shaming those who are targeted. But at the same time, it works in a different channels. It takes place on social media, messaging platforms, media in general, gaming platforms, and mobile phones. This term was coined in 2002. So that means that nowadays it's been quite a long time ago, but still we are missing what is needed. So that means that even though the phenomenon is widespread throughout the Western world, and not only the Western world nowadays, scientific literature on the subject has not yet reached a shared definition. So we are trying, this is just the starting point, of course, to identify the different types of cyberbullying, and this is just the beginning. but our goal in the future will be, of course, to make this longer in order to focus on all the different types of cyberbullying according to their channels and according to the way in which they are perpetrating. How can we recognize it? Here is just the first points, and then we will focus on this even better in the next brochure. And so let's say this is the first path. So if you have suffered or are doing or are undergoing one or more of these actions, you are definitely a victim of cyberbullying. So violent and vulgar online messages aimed at arousing verbal battles, repeated sending of offensive messages aimed at harassing and or hurting someone's feelings, to gossip about someone, to damage their reputation for free and with malice, so the intention of the actions, and deliberately discriminate against a person for an online group to provoke marginalization, isolation. So this is what we have to fight as youth workers. So if you are the victim of bullying, you may feel the desire to no longer attend your friends or to avoid school just for fear of offenses and attacks. In several cases, you may find that you have strange fears, disturbed sleep, lack of appetite, and other problems. This means that recognizing that you are a victim of cyberbullying is not easy. So why this is very important for us? This is because it's difficult for the victim to speak. So what was pointed out during the whole project is that it's very important for us learn how to recognize a victim and create a trustful environment. I think that the microphone is open by mistake. Okay. So the second brochure, I'm going fast. The second brochure is contrasting cyberbullying. So we focus on prevention. And here we put some key points in order to prevent, to create an environment that can help to prevent the spreadness of cyberbullying in our organization and in our groups. So education and awareness, so promoting awareness about cyberbullying and especially its negative effect. The promotion of online kindness. Kindness is a key word in order to prevent any sort of hate speech in the digital world. And then blocking and reporting is very important to teach individuals how to block and the importance of reporting, not only to serve themselves, but also to prevent the spreadness of these actions. They promote the education of online privacy in order not to share personal information with people that you don't know, and promote an open communication, so encourage the victims to speak, to recognize themselves as a victim, not to be shamed about it, and to speak with the adults and people who can actually help. And then device monitoring, especially for parents. So this is something that we can do with parents in order to teach them how to take care about the devices of the youth. Promotion of self-esteem. That is very important to prevent being a victim and prevent the most negative effect of the cyberbullying. And of course, promoting an environment of cooperation and collaboration between schools, families, and the community. And then teach about the laws and regulations, and also promote advocacy activity in order to strengthen the laws and regulations against cyberbullying, and the same as the ongoing awareness and awareness campaign in order to spread the knowledge of this phenomenon. And then identification, so check for negative online behavior, and harassment, of course, so identify instances of online harassment, and again, the spread of hurtful content. So we have to be aware of the type of contents that are spreading online. Impersonation. So that means fake profiles that can be used in order to spread fake news. Exclusion and alienation from online groups. Flaming and trolling, so paying attention of aggressive and inflammatory comments. Cyber stalking, again, recognize signs of cyber stalking, obsessive monitoring, tracking, or threats of physical harms, changes in behavior of the victim of cyberbullying, privacy violation. That means identify instances where someone's privacy is violated. For example, sharing personal information, multiple platforms. So that's very important because cyberbullying can occur on various online platforms. Oh, sorry. And through this, we go directly to the, I will share with you the golden rules that has been developed. So this means the rules that we have to teach to our youth. So think before you type. So take the time to consider the impact of your words online. Once a message is posted, it's difficult to retract. So teach them the importance of taking care of what they are typing. Treat others as you would like to be treated. That's a very important concept about empathy, that it's important in all aspects of youth life. Avoid offensive or treating comments. That's both, again, in the real life as well as in the digital environment. Report cyberbullying. Again, the importance of reporting that can also help people in the future, because the reporting means that we raise the awareness of this phenomenon throughout our community and authorities. Protect your privacy. Don't share sensitive information. That's very important that youth understand the importance of our own information and importance to decide where it's appropriate to share and where it's not. To the use of privacy setting and post responsibility. So always ask for permission before sharing photos of information about other people. Don't share harmful material. To avoid disseminating harmful content, such as photos or videos, because those can damage someone's reputation or image, and block or disconnect if someone is harassing you online. And finally, educate the others. So talk to your friends and family about preventing cyberbullying and report to authorities. Support the victims. So even if you are a youth, you can support the others and showing empathy and helping them and find appropriate solution. Maintain positive communication, both online and in the real world, and cultivate digital awareness. So those are the 15 golden rules that came out from this project. And we thought it was very important to show you all those golden rules together at the end. And finally, we developed the last module, that is the sound leadership models in digital communication. So who is a sound leadership? A sound leadership is a person who has a positive social impact message to spread, facilitating and acting as a positive model using mediation capacity in order to make a safe community and share realistic goals instead of fake beliefs. A sound leader should consider others' people's experiences and connect with them to create a strong message. They should be able to listen and to consider other people's opinion. They should be an example to others and being someone who can encourage people to act. And the final is, of course, translated in the whole languages of the partnership. We here put some keywords, and here you can find some role model that were pointed out during the last meeting in Rome. And again, we pointed out 15 rules wrote in a very simple way, both for youth workers and for the young people in our community. Okay, so going back to the presentation, the last thing we want to share with you is, as I said, the website. Here's the web page that we developed. Oops, sorry. And okay, here we put a summary of the project, a short description of all the partners who worked at this project. And here you can find a short description of the activities we conducted. And after each the description of each activity, you can download the materials and the deliverables produced during this activity. Here is the logo, and that's it. So the first thing we want to ask you is if you want to share with us the link of your website pages, we want to invite you to share it with us in order to put the link of your organization after the description. So this is a way to raise the visibility of your website thanks to the project. And now, okay, I finished my speech. Sorry, it was a bit long, but we wanted to show you all the results we did. And what I'm gonna ask you is, I don't know if you can see. Do you see the website? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so if you see the website, you can scan the QR code here. We thought it was the easier way. And
Sorry, Eloisa.
yes,
I can share the link of the
yes,
survey on the chat.
yep, yeah,
Maybe
that's even easier.
it's more speed.
So we kindly ask you to take some moment to fill this short questionnaire. That will help us in, of course, you know that nowadays the measurement of the project and the impact of the project on the participants and the organizations stuff, it's very important. So I will stop the presentation. Five, 10 minutes, I think it's enough to fill the form. What do you think, Mara?
Yes, but other 5 minutes.
And if you have any questions in the meantime, you're very welcome to ask, or comments, or if you want to add something else. And
Thank you, Thomas, for the link of your website.
You're welcome.
Okay, let me know once you did, or if you're finding any difficulties in filling the form. Mara, how many answers we have now?
7.
Yay! We can check you. And in the meantime, may I ask you, are you implementing other projects on the same subject? Or did you develop a project in the past? Or do you have any experience on this topic specifically?
We had before some projects about social media or digital skills, but no specific about cyberbullying.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, we can continue. We have all the answers.
Oh, great. Okay, goodbye, 11th. See you soon. See you soon in Rome, yes. Okay, then, very good. So, so Culture and Art answered that, okay, they had some projects about the digital skills of youth workers, but not specifically related to cyberbullying. And what about Creative Plus? Do you have any experience, or did you experience also episodes of cyberbullying in your organizations or during your activities, or do you have the fears that something like that occurred in your experience, both as organization or as a professionist? Okay.
Could I say something?
Yes, of course, please.
I'm from Culture and Art, and I'm still new, but I can share like personal experiences if you like. Just in general, it is a very important, very important topic, and I'm happy to see someone covering this or focusing on this. Because I don't know about all of you, but as growing up, you hear a lot of people, usually like girls, and they get cyberbullied quite a bit, or they're very mean to each other, while the boys are more like physically rough and this and that. And so I've just always been, especially now in this age of digital explosion and everyone on Instagram, you hear a lot about people feeling insecure about the image, about people trash talking other, like how you dress, how you act, how you feel. And I myself have had that bit of experience, not necessarily cyberbullying, but when you're a bit different from others, it's very obvious when other people don't want you around. And there definitely is a lot of lack of empathy amidst a lot of people. So I think it's a really nice thing that you guys are doing this, and very useful and necessary. Because if you leave something unchecked, such as you could be, not everyone is wanting to be mean. Some people want to fit in. And who's the one that leads the crowd? It's the ones that are most vocal, which tends to be the bullies, the confident, mean ones, because they feel bad about themselves or whatever issues. So yeah, it's definitely something good, and I hope that this continues expanding and helping people out for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing. Yeah, we totally agree that it's a very urgent topic that we have to face nowadays, especially when we talk about youngest people, and especially the way in which they use the digital technologies is very difficult from our experience. So it's the idea is to create tools that can, let's say, fill the gap between teenagers and youth workers, speaking about digital skills. So what Thomas says before, it's also important to improve our digital skills. So to make us closer to the way in which the teenagers are using social media and the devices in general.
Yeah, and then also on top of that, the big problem is social media platforms don't care. Facebook thousands of time has been blatantly, not, I don't know if accused, but like when people like terrorist groups or grooming, they target young kids or whatever online. This is all on public platforms and Facebook, and they do nothing about it. There's no moderation or message control from anyone on that website exactly, usually. It's just not in their interest. So yeah, it's part of the individual as well, but also yeah, how to respond, how to keep yourself safe, especially if you're vulnerable. Yeah, especially a lot of us growing up, there's a lot of maturity you need to go through to really wake up and be like, oh, this is not how people should treat me. This is not something I'm comfortable with, and to, like you said, find that voice to speak out, speak to someone. Because sometimes, and this is why sound leaders are very important, you get people that don't have anyone to talk to. They don't have anyone to confide in, to trust. And people they think they trust could be the ones that be like, tell everyone. So having a sound leader and someone that's there for them guaranteed is always a very, very good thing. A lot of people get lost in the cracks, and because it's such a big world with so many people and everyone's connected, we lost our sense of community. And even in schools, you don't really trust your teachers, do you? Because they don't know what to do, or they're not going to do anything, or they don't have the power. Yeah, so it's a big mess.
Yeah, it's perfectly, I totally agree. That's also a problem of trustful. I mean, you need to know, let's speak about ourselves. We have to create an environment of trustfulness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I will take this to go to the next step of this meeting. And so thank you for this help. And that's the most difficult part of the meeting, technically speaking, because I will try to share my screen with some videos. I mean, with the 8 digital storytelling that we developed here in Rome, that are the last deliverables of the project, sorry, that are, let's say, situations that can happen, and they have been creating in order to promote the golden rules developed during the project. So I will try. Please tell me if you can see. Sorry.
Yeah.
You can see the screen. First of all, great. Okay. And let's start, and tell me if you see also the, if you can hear the audio also.
Luisa, this video doesn't have the audio. Try, try with another one.
Okay, so let's see the video and we'll see. Okay, so that was the first one. Just an example on how we as a youth, or we as a youth worker, can act. I mean, be afraid to speak for the victims in order to defend them in a group.
Does this one have audio?
No, I think also this video is without audio.
We still have to put the music. Okay, that was very short, but very, I mean, direct, explaining what
Could
is.
I add a commentary?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I mean, usually like in advertisements in England, this happens a lot, but at the end of each video, it'd be nice if like you have the poster with that says the one that says the Stop Cyberbullying one, because then it shows like your organization, like who did this, or who's in charge, who's trying to help, and it's just like more official.
Sure.
Because I mean, it's more impactful as well. Because it's not just, oh, it's a video, I don't know anything about it, I'm going to continue. It's, oh, it's by this organization, we're sending a message, please stop cyberbullying. And it just makes it more like impactful, I think. So I think just like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you.
Definitely we have to do this. Okay, this video, I'm sure the next video, I'm sure it has the audio. Yes, I was sure about that. I'm so sorry. I have no idea how to share also the audio, but because I want to show you the video as well in order to collect all your comments in order to improve those videos as Manuel did. And you can see the videos yourself through the web page. Also, Maura, if you can share in the chat the link of the web page.
Yes.
Thanks. Because I was trying to see a way to share the audio, but I'm not think I can do this. And this is about digital skills that we all have to improve, or at least me, definitely.
Yeah, and I click on the link and it wants me to log into WordPress. Do I have to log in, or is it not a free view
No.
thing?
No, it's free, so I don't know why. I try again with this. Try from here.
Oh, that one. Thank you.
Yeah, everything is absolutely free. You do not have to log in. It's a direct access to all the contents.
Okay, the YouTube one, yeah, that's good.
Great. Okay. So as you see, there are the 8, as you see.
Sorry, I shared the wrong link.
And you see here, there are all the others, and I kindly invite you to see them because they are very nice, especially if you were not here during the meeting in Rome. So the idea is to propose some situations that can actually happen among people in your organizations, and what is or what should be the right behavior that a sound leader has to have in order to prevent cyberbullying. And this will be, of course, part of the training materials that we're going to share on the results platform of the Erasmus Plus. This is for sure. And we are thinking about to collect all the materials and put them as a training course on the Salto platform, because you know that in Salto there is the opportunity to put training materials, education material for youth workers. And in this way, we want to have, we want to rise the impact of our project.
Thank you, Eloisa.
Okay. So are there any other comments that you want to share, some experience?
If you are doing shorts content, are you using TikTok and Instagram also? Especially TikTok, that's where everyone is. Almost no one's on YouTube or Instagram nowadays.
Yes, for sure, Instagram. We still do not have a TikTok profile.
Yeah.
And we know that we are discussing about this topic.
Yeah, I know it's not easy and it's a headache making shorts and everything, but it's where everyone is, and all these kids are there spending all the time instead of studying and stuff. I do the same. So, but also just kind of follow the format as well. It's a bit cliche, but you know, the TikToks with the captions and the like a bit of subtitles and this and that, and then it's more accessible as well. And just I think if you just do that and a bit of like the music, because almost I never see a TikTok without music nowadays or anything. And I know you don't think dancing and this and that, but it's just like something or like some sound to make it more like attract attention. That's basically what you want to do. You want to attract attention and get views on the thing. So people are like, okay, we don't need to think more about that. So just think about that kind of stuff. But apart from that, yeah, like I like the content and the videos are nice. So it's a good initiative.
Yeah, we're still discussing about this topic, about TikTok topic. But yeah, actually, at a certain point, we have to decide because TikTok is, of course, one of the most used social media channel in order to spread videos, at least. Yeah. In the meantime, I want to share you very shortly an experience that we had. We went to a school and we started to promote activity against cyberbullying. So we put into practice for a while what we did. And actually we did it in a very slightly different way. So it was an activity conducted in the school, but not during the lectures, so during the formal learning activities. And it was with students from different schools together. And we asked them, what do they want to do in order to prevent cyberbullying, and what means cyberbullying for them? And it was very interesting. It was a very interesting discussion because they focused on two sides. On one side, they focused on victim and how to strengthen the victim, and on the other side, they focused on the bullies, and so how to prevent the bullies. What kind of messages we want to spread to them in order to prevent cyberbullying, and not only focusing on the victims, how can they save themselves. And then we asked them to develop some contents, short contents that can be spread online. And I want to share with you, okay, 1 second, what they produced. It's in Italian, so that's just to show you what we asked them was to create short contents that can be used online. And that was very, can you see? Okay, I cannot, that's interesting. Okay, so short contents, and they were so happy to do this, and they spent a lot of time and energies in order to find the proper messages to be spread. And of course, they're trying to make some drawings that can be developed more in order to be shared as social media contents. We focused on a lot of topics related to cyberbullying and especially empathy. And that's it. That was a very nice activity. And of course, if you're going to do something similar in your organizations, you're very welcome to share. And we are going to put the website of your organizations and the website of the project. And of course, in a whole, at the end of the whole deliverables we produced, at the end of all the PDF, you will find a button that by clicking them, you can have a direct connection to the email of the project. So if you want to spread those contents, that will be a very nice tool in order to keep the discussion going also in the future. And well, I think that's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Luisa.
Thank you.
Thank you to you. Thank you to all of you. Actually, that was a very, very, very nice project. And we are so satisfied about the results. And we really hope to continue with the discussion about cyberbullying, because we really think that that's very, very important to raise the awareness about this subject. I want to remember you that on February, I don't remember exactly in which day, there will be the International Day of Cybersecurity. And it would be very important to do something very easy, like a post from your organization, or I don't know, a blog article on your website.
Are you sure is it in February that day,
Yeah.
and not in November?
No, I'm sure there are
6
many.
February.
I'm sure there are many, because it's really difficult. I don't even remember exactly the
Six.
day.
6.
We'll just start a new day. It's fine. We make the movement happen, right?
Yeah.
Second
But
day.
also,
It's that important. Second day. Has to be.
exactly. But yes, it's there is also another day in November, of course. You're right. And it's another step. But as much as we can raise awareness about this, as much as it's good.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much to everyone, and let's keep in touch in the next month.
Thank you very much as well.
Bye. Have a
Bye
nice
bye.
day. Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, bye.
Ciao, bye.
Bye.